Chris, why don't we let's hop to Terry. We'll let John and Denise get all set up here, and I can speak to Terry if she's still on the line.
Okay, let's jump to Terry. Terry, you got your mic on. Here we go.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Terry. How is it going? How are you?
It's going well. We're going good. I am actually here. I'm not alone. I have two of our other food pantry volunteers here. I have Joe and Pat, and we are just all really excited to be part of this Give Day.
Awesome. So is this year number 2 for you participating in Give Local York, the Stewartstown Food Pantry?
It is. We did it for the first time last year. It was a huge success. This Give Day is important for us for multiple reasons. This is our largest fundraiser of the year. It's really almost our only, I'm going to say, other than just appeals that we make going out and speaking to organizations or churches. This is our fundraiser. This is how we raise our money. It costs us about $2,000 a month to keep this going. $1,500 of that $2,000 we spend on food. So donations that came into us, the majority of it is going directly to food purchases that we then distribute to people. The other thing about this day, though, just makes it fantastic is the awareness that we get. This is our second year in Give Local. It's really only our second year in this current location as a choice food pantry.
Well, I was gonna. Can you talk to us a little bit about the history of your organization? Yeah, I'm really excited to learn. I know you guys are doing excellent work down there, but yeah, tell us a little bit about the history of the group.
So it's pretty funny because we don't quite know when we started. We were a children's ministry program for a while, connected to Stewartstown Elementary School, and when COVID came along, we had to pivot. Honestly, I really wasn't involved with it much when it was part of the children's ministry program. But COVID made us pivot. We became a drive-in food pantry. Everything else in our church was shut down. So we started handing out food that would have gone to the elementary school. We just opened it up to anybody in the community. And that's when we realized what a huge need there was in this area. And it took us by surprise. So when things started to kind of come back to life, so to say, we were filling up every space in our church. You couldn't do anything without climbing over boxes of apple juice. Every refrigerator and freezer, they're laughing in the background because they have the memories. It was not the ideal place to try to function in. So we knew we had to find someplace else. God gave us an opportunity, catty corner from our church. So we are off church property, but adjacent. Which is just a really convenient. We have an 824 square foot garage that we morphed into this food pantry. We have refrigerators and freezers and shelving, and people now come in. We opened in this setting in May of 2021. People come to our door, they sign in, they come in the door, they get a little grocery cart, and they just wheel their way through the shelves and pick up the cereal, the baked goods, the canned goods, dairy products, frozen foods, frozen meats. They get the things that they'll use, right, that fit their dietary needs. And it's just a great relationship that we've built with a lot of people in this community.
Well, and when we talk about food deserts, I think for a lot of folks, obviously our urban communities is maybe the first thing that they think of, but it is just as much of an issue in our more rural communities where not only is access to food generally maybe more scarce than in some parts of the county, but certainly access to fresh food, to healthy food. You know, just over your shoulder, I even see some pretty premium healthy snacks and raw ingredients. So I think that is excellent. But if you could talk a little bit, I mean, I know the impact that you have is quantifiable, but what is it like to interact with people that, you know, really, as we cross that $1.2 million threshold there, we get a woo from Bob Pulo. But what is it like to make these connections with your community and be able to help these folks that really, may not be able to get assistance elsewhere?
Well, and that's it. There is a lack of assistance in this area. it's between Shrewsbury and Delta. I believe we are the only food pantry that's around. So we draw in a somewhat large population. People will often ask me, what's the typical person that comes to us? And I don't have an answer for that, because I don't think there is a typical person. Anybody off the street could be coming here, and that's what people need to understand. That we get families who are used to living on 2 incomes. Something happens, right? Somebody has an injury, they're out of work. Now that income for that family is cut in half, and we just kind of help them stay afloat. I think the important thing to remember is people don't want to come to a food pantry.
Yeah.
We find it really important to make this an environment that they are comfortable coming to. And the first time they come to us, they're usually not smiling. But our goal is for everybody to leave here with a smile and feeling good about themselves. People come to a food pantry when something has happened, right? There's some struggle, and they just need a sense of relief. Yeah. And that's what we offer them.
Terry, thank you so much. I know you have a very busy day. If people want to learn more about Stewartstown Food Pantry, first I would encourage them to go to givelocalyork.org, search for Stewartstown, and they will find more information about you. You guys are on Facebook as well, I believe?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Best of luck today, and thank you for participating in Give Local.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thanks.